Hello, hello, hello. Hi, and welcome to the third round of Wow Productions Monologue Slam. Y'all have been with us, rocking with us for 3 weeks. 3 weeks, 3 weeks. Now, let me get my music together so we can all feel the vibes on tonight because we have some amazing contestants for you today. Where my music at? Where my music at? Oh, we pulling it up. Y'all see, this is what happens. This is what happens when you see what's going on back behind the scenes. You saw that. I love it. I love it. Okay. This has been an amazing ride, y'all. We have six, possibly seven amazing contestants for you tonight that are going to wow you. And we have an amazing judge. Y'all know we brought the judges from the industry for the past 2 weeks. I'm talking about great knowledge. And we have another one that is just as great, that is doing so much. We are excited. You know what? We're going to go ahead and get started. Oh, here we go. We're going to music. We're going to take a little music. But go ahead and share this live, okay? While we're doing this, share this live. Get to it. This is really raining here in Columbia, South Carolina. So I'm hoping. Okay, man. Welcome to Wow Productions Monologue. Man. Now tonight again we have 6 amazing actors that are going to give you monologues. They're going to pour their heart out to you. They're going to show you the arts, and we want you to vote for them as well, okay? Because you can participate in this judging. Everybody loves to judge a little bit, right? Everybody loves to pick and choose who they want to win. So that's what you have the opportunity tonight, and I'm gonna tell you about it in a little bit, okay? But what I want to do is go ahead and jump right in to introducing this amazing judge to y'all. Now, Keema Mingo, I'm gonna go ahead and let you know her name because I know you already know her name. But if you don't know, you might want to Google her because she is first of all, an HBCU graduate, okay? She's a filmmaker, a casting director. She is a producer. She has done industry everything. She's done everything in the industry from producing to writing to casting directing. She's done principal roles and extras casting. She has done, let me get my notes together for y'all, okay? She's got a master's degree, first of all, from Norfolk State University. She has worked in TV. She's worked in news, sports, television, radio show. She also is an award-winning director for an online magazine, guys. She's amazing. She has a TV show that I'm in, Repercussions, the show, that we will be showing you a little piece of later. She also has casted extras for Shots Fired. I know y'all saw that show. Oprah's The Immortal Life of Henrietta Lacks. Netflix's Mindhunter TLC. Listen, I'm not going to tell you about it. She's going to tell you a little bit more about what she has done, okay? Want y'all to know we're not just picking anybody to come and judge these wonderful candidates, wonderful contestants. We are picking people that have industry knowledge that are really going to give them good information, okay? So Keema Mingo, everyone, please give it up for Keema Mingo.
Hey girl, I was back here. I was jamming, girl. That music was cute. I was like, okay.
Damn. Keema. It is so good to see you. You know I love you.
I love you. From the moment, the day that I saw you, I was like, that's my girl. Yep. She's the one. Yep.
Right. We actually met. Let me see. I met you when we were at the Second Act Film Festival.
Yes. And you were in Tam's project. Which was dope. And I think she won Audience Award or something. But I'm telling you, I'd already written a series. I was trying to find some people, and I was sitting there with my daughter. And we went down there to support another filmmaker, Ebony, who also had a great project. And I didn't even know Tam at that point. And my daughter was sitting next to me. And when you came on the screen, I said, Tyler, that is Millicent. That's her. I just knew it. And we didn't know each other. And then when I posted the casting call, I did not ask you to submit. I was like, if it's meant to be, it's gonna be. And girl, you sent in that submission. I was like, all right, I know. Okay.
I was like, oh, Madison, I like her. I'm going to audition for her.
Girl, wait till you find out what I've written for you. But that's a whole nother talk show.
Right. That's a whole nother talk show.
Because I can't wait until we get back to that. Yes, I'm ready to get back into that production. Absolutely.
Amazing. I mean, and it was an amazing project. And you've done so many amazing things in the industry. Like I said, Shots Fired, the Netflix shows, you've done TLC, OWN, like so many different things. Now tell me, what is your favorite project or just industry moment?
Ooh. Okay. One of my favorite, industry moments when I was on Shots Fired, and that was created by Gina Prince Bythewood and Reggie Bythewood. So Love and Basketball, Beyond the Lights, if people are familiar with those. And I remember that I had an idea to pitch to her that someone else had asked me to pitch. And I asked her for a meeting. So I asked her assistant. I didn't ask her. Because you got to know how to get around to people. But Reggie had had a conversation with me before because I was doing casting. We were casting extras. And so when I would be on the lot with the team, not on set, but where the office people were, there was one time he just chatted up with me and I was like, he is really nice. Okay. So then this other guy came to me. He was like, I got this idea. I want you to pitch it to Gina, see if you can get a meeting. And her assistant, Taylor Abrams, who's also a filmmaker here in Charlotte, was her assistant. And I was like, Taylor, can you get me a meeting? She got me a meeting. And it was like 15 minutes long, maybe even longer. And I thought it would kind of be like in passing. So when it was time, we went into Gina's office. She told them, do not disturb her. She shut the door. She turned her phone down, like flipped it over so she wouldn't be distracted. She put her hands like under her thighs on the side. And she sat behind her desk. She put her hands down and she said, okay, so what do you want to talk about? And I was like, Lord Jesus, on the inside, on the outside, I was cool. And I pitched my idea. But I was just so floored at how attentive she was. She wanted to hear what I had to say. And when she said she was going to give me that time, nobody else was able to infringe on that. And that was just one of the biggest moments for me. Now, I'm a giver and, I help a lot of people. I do a lot of stuff for people and it's not always reciprocated. And it was just awesome that in that moment with this woman who is amazing, she's majorly accomplished. She did not have to give me that time. And she did. And and I will never forget that. And I want to make sure that I'm able to do that for other people, to give them, something from me where I can invest in them. And we didn't even get to do the project because we wanted to do it after we wrapped. But typically people leave the day that we wrap or the day after. So we couldn't do it, but it didn't even matter because she sat there and truly listened and gave me attention. I will never forget that. So when I meet her again, because it's going to come back around.
It's going to come back around.
Oh, yes. I'm going to remind her of that.
Absolutely. And that's just really what this is all about. Is really giving people that opportunity to have, to have a moment, their moment, like you did. And I appreciate you because you give so many moments to people. You give so many sits downs where even when you go live and you just give out your heart, it's just amazing. The knowledge that you have in the industry, people just don't understand. Y'all are gonna know Keema Mingo's name.
Yes, darling. It's meant to be in lights.
Mingo Productions, right? When you see Mingo Productions, Tyler Perry Studios is cool, but when you see Mingo Studios, y'all gonna know who this woman and the knowledge that she has. I appreciate you. Now, how did you get to know Wow?
Ooh, I think it should have been between you and Tam. Just working with you all, chatting with you all, and somehow Tangie came in there, and I don't know. And then I would just like promote. So even though I have not, which I'm so irritated with myself, I have not made it to one of your productions. I'm getting down there because I want to see you guys. No, but I want to support. But see, y'all stuff be looking juicy too. So I need to get in there so I can get some of this dirt and this juice because y'all are doing things down there. But it's just somehow in the cross-pollination of us supporting each other and having conversations. And then I see you all are promoting and you're doing another project and you're doing another project and you're having rehearsals. And I would sometimes just watch Tangie with her lives and she'd be like, y'all, it's 6 o'clock in the morning and we got this rehearsal and we got 10 more days and I got to sell these tickets. Y'all better buy them tickets. Mother's Day and Valentine's Day and Labor Day. Look now, y'all better buy these tickets. And so just watching the evolution of what you all have created and how Tangi has just really given her heart and soul. I was just watching from the sideline, admiring, and then I'll just share. I'll comment, do what I can do in this moment until I can get myself down there and make it a weekend. Me and the boo, we're gonna just make it a weekend, go down there, watch a play, have some dinner, stay overnight, and then come back home because y'all are only an hour and a half away, so it's not that far.
Right. Absolutely. Come on down and see us. Come on down. So now you know that we're looking to open a performing arts center here.
Amazing.
We're looking to open a performing arts center. We want to teach and read and everything. So why is it important for people to get trained to support an art center like we're trying to do?
It's interesting you would ask that. So one of my many other things that I've done is I am also an instructor. So I've taught on the collegiate level, but I also have my own master classes, which are called the Mingo Master Class. Little shameless plug. So in school, I remember some of my students saying that their parents didn't support them going to film school. They wanted them to go to law school. They wanted them to learn IT or, be a doctor. And some of them even said, my parents have disowned me. They're not going to help me with tuition. And I understand, even my parents were just old school. And they were like, you need to go to school and get a real job, get a degree for a real job because people don't see what we do as a real job. I think they do now. Now that we've been on punishment with this lockdown for a cajillion weeks, nobody's going to the doctor's office. Nobody's going, to the attorney's office. You know what we're doing? Watching TV, watching films, watching plays. We're doing all those things. So what we do as artists is extremely important. We are creative people. We're the ones who help you separate from reality. I can give you an hour and a half away from your life so you can take the journey with somebody else's life. We follow these characters. We love them. You watch a series and now all of a sudden you done dreamt about them. You wondering when the next season coming out. What we do is extremely important. The creativity is what makes the world go round. We don't have anything in this world without someone dreaming it first, going outside the box and being creative. And we need to bring that back to the schools because we can teach to the test and kids can regurgitate information, but there's something different when you have a child who learns a foreign language or they do shop. Because I remember in school, I did shop, home ec. I was on the yearbook team. We used to make t-shirts and pillows and we were using like the circular saws to get things done, but I'm also a musician. I've been playing the drums since I was 14. I marched at both HBCUs. I was on the drum line at A&T and the drum line at Norfolk State. And so there's something that happens with a person when they're creative. It's a certain part of the brain that's electrified that actually helps you in other arenas of your life. Because as a creative, we have to be disciplined. You don't become an expert writer, expert actor, filmmaker, artist, sculptor. You don't just wake up one morning and then that's just what it is. People see the end result and they think, oh, that was magical. No, we make it look like magic. You all putting your plays together. Because I'm going to tell you, I talked to Tangi maybe like 2 years ago and I was like, I'm thinking about doing a play. What's entailed? And she started rolling off stuff. I was like, girl, I'm about to stay with these films and let y'all deal with the plays because it's just so much work that goes into it. And so I think it's important for people to understand that artists, we're the ones who are the innovators, the go-getters. We're the ones who create things that replicate life. We're the social movers. We're doing all those things. So it's more than just being on stage. It is actually the thing that represents what we do and how we impact life out, on the stage and outside the stage. So people need to give to the arts. Right. Absolutely. They need to give to them. And these voices need to be heard.
Right. And tell our stories. We want to tell our stories and people to hear us. And we need to see us on TV. We need to see us in these films. We need to see us represented. So guys, donate to Wow Productions, okay?
Hello.
You can donate to the Cash App, $, there you go on the bottom, Wow X, or you can go to wowproduction.org to donate. Okay, so awesome. Keema, you are amazing. Y'all, I told y'all, this is going to be amazing. We got our amazing judge. She's giving amazing information. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and start with our first contestant. However, I want you to know, I told everyone that they're going to be able to participate. So at the end of this live, you are going to be able to vote for your favorite contestant. So go to wowproduction.org to vote for your favorite contestant, guys. Okay, your favorite contestant, you can vote for them. They're going to let you know why to vote for them too. Okay, but just know that at the end of this live, you can go to wowproduction.org to vote. And again, you can donate at wowproduction.org. Okay, wowproduction.org is a one-stop shop. You can also rent DVDs. You can look at our trailers. You can do a lot of things on there. So just go check around on the website. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get started. Again, our judge is going to be giving amazing information, y'all. So even though you're not in this monologue slam right now, if you're an actor, take this information and use it. All the information can be transferred to your work too. Okay, so we're going to get started with our first contestant. I hope y'all are ready because these contestants, last week was great. The first week was real good. This week is going to be fantastic. And again, guys, the finale is Sunday, this Sunday with three judges, not one, not two, but 3 judges this Sunday for the finale. Okay, so come back here Sunday at 6 for the finale. Well, we're going to go ahead and get started with our first contestant, who is Melody Williams. Melody Williams, come on up. Hi, Melody.
Hello. How are you?
How are you? I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Do I sound okay?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah, you're good. You're good.
My lighting's kind of
Melody.
Sorry.
It's a little bit, you're a little light bright, but it's okay.
I'm on my fault.
Melody, a couple questions, So listen, tell me, why are you here at this monologue slam today?
Well, I could not be here. It's just such a good opportunity to kind of get in with WOW and, work amongst some other creatives. So I'm just really excited that, you guys selected me and, I'm excited. I'm excited to show you guys what I've been working on.
Amazing. Awesome. Okay. And tell me one interesting thing about yourself.
One interesting thing about myself. Let's see. Well, I got this quarantine beat right now. I got this quarantine beat going on. That's pretty interesting. I did it myself.
It is very interesting. Good job. We'll clap it up for Melody with her quarantine beat. Okay. So we are not going to hold them right. Listen, you got to chaperone for yourself, okay? Whoop, okay. For yourself. Okay. Go ahead and get started. You ready?
I am ready.
Okay, all right. So take a breath, Melody. You have the floor.
We made a promise to each other that we would not get lost in one another. But I broke that promise, and you let me. You have let me bend to your every will, time and time again. Oh, we have children? I have to step back from my job. You quit your job. I have to work overtime. You have this dream of buying your father's building, but somehow it becomes my dream too. You want to run for city councilman? I stand beside you. You win city councilman, and now what? Huh? How many dinners do I have to go to, Randall? Huh? And for how long? And what if city councilman is not enough? What then? Huh? No. I finally have something that I have been looking for longer than I have known. And I am not going to give that up. I am not going to bend. But see, that's the problem. Our lives don't work unless I'm doing the bending, right? It doesn't. And we both know it. That's it.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Melody. So listen, we're going to have this judge come on up and give you feedback.
Hey there, how are you?
I am good.
Good. You look really scared. It's okay. You okay?
I'm okay. I can breathe.
Good, good. You finally got through it. That's good. I think you did very well. You have some really good conviction in your eyes. And when it comes to acting, especially on camera. Now, is your specialty camera acting or theater?
It's kind of both, but now I do more camera than theater. I come from a theater background though.
Okay, so coming from a theater background, let me tell you the benefits of that, which I love working with theater actors and actresses, which is why I love Dana. You guys always know your lines. You understand how to hit your mark over and over again. You understand continuity and doing it right every single time, because you know that what you do affects what the next person does. If you don't hit that mark or say that word, that light's not coming on, the person's not coming on stage. So use those things to your benefits. One thing that you will want to tweak once you start getting on camera, remember, everything is big on stage. And like you were looking up, which most of the time, I guess you all have to look around to engage the entire audience. Think about when you're on camera, you'll be looking eye level. So be aware of that. So even though you're reclined and you're sitting down, still look eye level as if you're speaking to the person right next to you, or the person at the end of the bed or the end of the chair. Okay. But you have some good emotion in the eyes. Allow yourself to go there. It seemed like you were almost there. And I think if you were postured differently, maybe if you had set everything up on some books, you weren't like on your laptop, you weren't connected to your camera, and you had the freedom of fluidity in your body, I think you would have gone there, because you were sliding into the emotions. And I could see yourself becoming more convicted toward the end. And what you want to do is be convicted when you first come on. Because what you're saying to your husband is you are telling him and you're emphasizing to him that you have sacrificed where he hasn't. And you gotta get him in the beginning. You're not gonna be able to slide your way into the messaging, because what you're saying is powerful from the beginning. So that means the emotions need to match it in the beginning. And then you take the audience there. So by the time you get to the end, something different has got to happen with you for the audience to really be emotionally connected with you. But I could see that there was a little bit of holding back, like you were articulating your words very well, which is fine. But in that moment, when you are speaking to your husband, it's not about saying the words exactly. Like instead of saying going to, we would say, I'm gonna go and do this, as opposed to I'm going to go and do this. Does that make sense? So make it more conversational, more fluid in your actions. Now, of course, on camera, you can't be doing all of this, which a lot of theater people have a tendency to do. So you just have it right here and allow yourself to emit that emotion right there. But you chose a great monologue. I feel like it fit you as an actress, which is so important, because sometimes actors choose things that I would look at them and be like, no, that's not your specialty. That's not your forte. So just allow yourself to go there. Let's see, what else did I say? More conversational. Don't worry about articulating. Allow yourself to go deeper as well. Really be convicted about what you're saying and really believe what you're saying, because you sounded like you were reciting your lines at first, but the more comfortable you got, the more it sounded like you were really talking to someone. So what I suggest is that you start off that way. Okay. In this conversation, in the emotions. So by the time we as the audience we're watching you, we got to catch up and be like, what is going on? Because you're already in it with the emotion. And that doesn't mean start off with all the yelling and the screaming. That's not what I mean. What I mean is that whatever the emotion is, whether it's humor or it's sadness or it's embarrassment, you're already there. You're not winding up to get there. You're in it. And then all you have to do now is take us with you. So by the time we're at the end, we're just like, you know what? I know exactly what she's talking about. Yeah, whatever his name was, Larry or whatever his name was, you're wrong for that. You better appreciate her, because that's your goal, is to get us to root for you and to take that journey with you. You got there about halfway through, and then to the end, you were there. Started at the beginning.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, you are welcome.
Awesome. Didn't I tell you Keema was the truth? I told y'all Keema is the truth with that information. Yes, Sierra Folder said, great job, Mel. Good job. Good job. Oh yes, Gayla Hunter said loved it, loved it, loved it, loved it. So thank you so much, Keema. So you can all Keema is amazing. Yes, Tam, she is amazing. Okay, perfect. So Melody, we need you to tell the people to vote for you at the end of this. Because remember, we got the people's choice at the end of the live.
Listen, if y'all don't vote for me, I ain't got nothing to do with me. I just I'm gonna miss out on my beat. So just vote for me because your mama told you that, you know, say nice things or say nothing at all. So y'all need to vote for me.
All right, y'all heard Melody Williams. Vote for her at the end of this live. Again, you have the opportunity to vote for your favorite contestants at wowproduction.org. You can also donate to wowproduction.org or Cash App at $WowX. Okay, y'all, I'm telling you, Mel started it off amazingly, and we got some fire tonight with these monologues. Okay, so we're going to go right into our next contestant, who is Kimberly Avery. Come on up, Miss Kimberly. Hi. How you doing today?
Hi.
Doing good?
Yes, doing good.
Perfect. Wonderful. Now tell me, what brings you to this monologue slam today?
I think I saw it on Facebook and said, well, maybe I'll submit and see what happens.
Absolutely. Great. And listen, you're here. You made it. You were selected out of all those submissions. Perfect. Awesome. And now, Kimberly, tell us one thing about yourself. Interesting, of course.
Ooh. I guess maybe I have a serious arachnophobia issue.
Okay.
I'm very scared of spiders. Like, I don't kill them. They could be fake, real. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
Yeah, I once had to flag somebody down to kill a spider for me that was in my car. So I pulled over on the side of the road and flagged them down. Yes, it's that bad.
I mean, did you almost wreck? I mean, how was that? Because I had a bug fly in my car one day, and I just knew I was done for.
It was
interesting. Okay.
Yeah, very.
So I assume you won't be talking about spiders in your monologue today.
No.
Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and let you get started. Okay. So Miss Kimberly Avery, you have the floor.
Okay. You don't get it. I've been afraid of my father all my life. I've spent every waking moment trying to keep him from exploding, trying to do everything just right. And not just knowing, but believing that one day he would kill me, that he would kill us all. My first memory is the day my brother spilled a can of paint down the stairs. My parents were painting the house and Ricky thought he was helping, but it was just too heavy for him. And paint went flying everywhere. I held my breath. I don't know why I thought that would help. My father put his fist through the wall. I screamed. Ricky and I started crying. And the whole time he kept yelling, "Stop crying." I couldn't. I thought he was going to kill us both. My mother, she couldn't stop him. I was 4. Ricky was 2. And I've been living in that hole in the wall ever since. I can't forgive him. And I won't pretend. So go read Footprints in the Sand if it'll make you feel all warm and fuzzy inside. Today, my father's going in the ground, except I don't remember having a father. A father wouldn't do that to his kids. Sing.
Good job. Okay, how you feeling?
Thank you.
Sure. Miss Keema?
Okay. Hi, Kimberly. How are you?
Hi.
I feel like I know you. Are we Facebook friends or something? We might be.
No, I did send you a request though, but I have spoken to you on Facebook before, and I submitted for one of your projects.
Okay, because I was like, I know that name. So, good. Okay, so I think that was a powerful monologue. It was a good visual one as well. Like, I didn't know where you were, but you were building up to the funeral aspect, because it's not just you're talking about your dad and your relationship and having memories. It's actually even more impactful understanding that this conflict that you're having, and he's gone, and you're about to put him in the ground. So great choice in monologue. I think a lot of actors need to understand the impact and power of choosing the right monologue for themselves. So bravo to that.
Thank you.
Yes. The same with you. You wanted to go there, but you didn't. And what you got to do is just allow yourself to just be loose with it. Allow yourself to be in it emotionally. And so as I was listening to you, there were points in your monologue where there should have been a change in how you delivered. And this is what I mean. So in the beginning, where, you dropped us in the middle of the conversation, where you're speaking to someone and you're just like, you don't understand how I feel and what's going on. And then you proved your point with the memory. And typically when we have memories, our eyes go elsewhere. We think. It takes us back. So sometimes we look up when there's a memory. Where's the camera? There it is. We look up when there's a memory. Or if it's something sad, we tend to look down. And when you revealed that you all were 2 and 4-year-olds, there would actually be some type of shame that goes along with that, a type of helplessness that would go along with that as well, because you were taking yourself back in order to have the person listening to you understand how powerful this moment is, how important it is to you. And so when you're delivering, allow yourself to change your volume, to change your cadence. I think in the beginning, it would have been more intensity, but as you were massaging that memory, that's where there's going to be a slower in your dialogue, because we're taking this memory journey with you and we don't know where it's going. So that's not something that you can just railroad through.
Right.
Because what happened, I was thinking you guys were older. So whoever wrote the monologue did a great job, because immediately I was thinking, okay, you guys were older, and he dumped the paint. So I'm thinking, okay, these are teenagers being irresponsible. And then you said you all were babies. Oh my goodness. That makes it even, excuse me, more powerful that you all were younger. So whoever wrote the monologue, bravo. And I'm glad you chose it.
Kelly.
All right, Kelly. Great job, Kelly, because that's a great monologue where you were taking me through some emotions. And so what you've got to do as the actor is figure out where those beats are, where the changes should be. Because this wasn't a straight memory and that's it. It wasn't a straight emotion and that's it. So your delivery of it needs to be like this. Because that's the way it's written. So the first part is more of an introduction, and it's actually kind of frustrating because this person does not understand who you are and what you've been through. They could have been the person he worked with and he was all impressive to them and, all those types of things. But you're like, no, you weren't raised by this man. So let me tell you what I went through and how it was. So the beginning should have been delivered one way. Your memory could have been delivered another way. And also to have people understand the helplessness and tenderness of a child being antagonized by a grown man. And then when you came back to present and you revealed it's a funeral, I'm just like, okay, oh my goodness. I'm just thinking it's just a conversation with someone, and it's even more impactful, and it's finite, because there will be no more conversations with him. So when you choose something as powerfully written as that, what I recommend is you go through and you figure out, okay, it's going to be this emotion here. It's going to be this emotion here. It's going to be this emotion here. Not to be robotic, but so we're taking this journey with you, and it's some highs and lows, it's some hills and valleys. So by the time it's over, I literally feel like I've known you forever. I've been on this walk with you, And now I'm on your side. Like, yeah, person, you better recognize what's been going on. And just to reveal a little something about me, I had a stepfather who was similar to that, where he was a scary person. So for me, I'm now in that with you, like, oh, yep, I remember how it was. And that's why I'm saying, for you to choose something like that, of course, it's going to speak to your audience members that you don't know went through something like that. But when you tell it, it's almost poetic,
right,
in the way that you do it. Excuse me. You don't want to sound like you're reciting lines. I know you were trying to remember them, but guess what? If I don't have the monologue in front of me, I don't know if you skipped a line or not. I don't know if you said something out of order. I don't know. And in all honesty, as a director, I would rather you say something out of order, but it is so powerful, than for you to now sound like I need to say it memorized the way that it's written because I want to honor the script. I wouldn't want to interrupt the emotion of what you're delivering if you did it out of order.
Okay.
So be careful. Like when you do your monologues, go back and listen to yourself, and you will hear if it sounds conversational or if it sounds like you're literally seeing the words in your head and you're calculating where it was on the page so you can remember. Okay. Because there's a difference in that delivery. Let me see if there's anything else. Do you do theater or film?
Film.
Okay. Last couple things, because I know we got to wrap up with you. Be careful of shaking your head.
Okay. Yeah.
You did a lot of this. and that it's good in some particular moments, but then sometimes you just got to keep it straight and let it all be right here. But yes. Oh, and great intensity in the eyes. Oh, great. Because the first thing you did was when you started, that eyebrow was up. I was like, oh, she's serious. She's about to get us. The eyebrow was up, but then you relaxed it when you went into the memory. So those are the little things that are going to count when you're on camera. The little nuances that I cannot direct you and tell you what to do because then you're going to be robotic, that you did naturally. So bravo to that.
Thank you.
Good job. Good job. Listen, I'm telling y'all, you cannot pay for this type of feedback. You can't.
Right.
Great job, Kimberly. Great job. So Kimberly, yes, Joseph Cameron said, I like that, Miss Kimberly. Good job. Yes. So listen, Miss Kimberly, you got a lot of good feedback. So I want you to tell the people what they need to do for you at the end of this live.
Go vote for me. Thank you in advance for voting for me.
Absolutely.
I need to vote. Thank you.
Yes, Miss Kimberly said vote for her at the end of this live, and you can go to wowproduction.org to vote for her. Okay, so y'all, I told you, these people are going to give you some good entertainment on tonight. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Again, share this live with your friends and family and everybody you know. You can look at this on Facebook and YouTube. Okay, so listen, if somebody don't have Facebook, tell them to run over to the YouTube and look at it as well. You can see it there. But we're going to go ahead and move on to our next contestant, who is going to be Miss Caroline Taylor. Come on up, Miss Caroline. Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great, thank you.
Awesome. So tell me, Miss Caroline, why are you here at this Monologue Slam tonight?
Boy, what an honor to be a part of this, to get to know you guys and hopefully work with you at some point during the future. And I'm just so honored. I saw it on Facebook. A friend posted about it, and I thought, well, I don't know that I would be able to get in. And you guys have blessed me with a spot on the audition thing tonight. So thank you very much.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for being here. Now tell me, you know the drill. One interesting thing about yourself.
I actually started acting in college. I was in a mime troupe, and we would go on the streets of Chicago and do mimes, travel to different churches and nursing homes, different places we could go act our miming troupe. And it was really great. Yeah.
Awesome. Yes, so you were awesome.
Yeah, I used to do that.
Perfect. Awesome. And where are you from?
I'm from South Carolina, Aiken, South Carolina.
Awesome. Okay, great. Well, Miss Caroline, I'm not going to take up any more of your time. You ready to go?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so Miss Caroline Taylor, you have the floor.
Thank you. Scene from Curse of the Starving Class. And I heard the Packard coming up the hill From a mile off, I could tell it was the Packard by the sound of the valves. The lifters have a sound like nothing else. And I could picture my dad driving it. My heart was pounding just for my dad coming back. And I heard him pull the brake, lights go off, keys turned off, and then a long silence. Then I heard the door of the Packard open, pop a metal, dogs barking down the road, door slams, feet, heart pounding, sound of the door not opening, butt kicking door, man's voice, dad's voice, dad calling mom, no answer, butt kicking harder, what splitting, man's voice in the night, butt kicking hard right through the door, one foot right through the door, bottles crashing, glass breaking, fist through the door, man cursing, man going insane, man yelling, shoulder smashing, whole body crashing, man throwing up, mom calling for cops, dad crashing away, back down the driveway, car door slamming, ignition grinding, wheels screaming, Packard disappearing, sound disappearing, no sound. Scene.
Woo! Okay, Miss Caroline. Woo! Great job. Miss Keema, what do you have for us?
Okay. How are you, Caroline? How are you?
I'm good, thank you. Good.
Who wrote that particular piece? Do you know?
I don't know the author. It's Curse of the Starving Class from a play.
Oh, it's from a play.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it was also put into a movie. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Good. Great body language. The working of the hands, shows that uncertainty. You were building us up to something. I could see it in your eyes as well as you were reliving this particular situation. Even the rise and fall in the emotions was really good as well. You are welcome. This is my recommendation. When you're doing your monologue, you can always say the title at the end.
Okay.
And the reason why is, once, let's say if you're standing in front of a casting director and they tell you to go ahead and go, you want to just go ahead and be in the emotion, just allow yourself to get into it. Okay. You can tell me about it later. Tell me who, where it's from later. So then it's not like title, emotion, and now I got to get into it. Okay.
Okay.
So just consider that. Be careful with the yelling.
Yeah.
I know it required the heightened emotion, and of course, if it's on stage, doing that can definitely catapult the emotion. It gets your voice to the end of the auditorium and whatnot, but on camera, it's going to distort it. And so that will affect the impact of how you want the emotions to land. Okay. So just consider that. So if you have to start quieter, then you can do that. And remember, you can show intensity through volume, which is great. You can also do it through other types of ways, whether it's just your cadence or the intensity in your voice, how you may punch your words a little more and articulate a little more, as opposed to it being loud. Okay. So that can be something that you can work on as well. And that piece seemed a little, not necessarily difficult, but because it was written in phrases, that would be something that's going to be a little more difficult to sound natural. Okay. Because the whole thing was phrases. Now, if there were a few sentences here and there where the phrases were splashed in, but then you had sentences where you're describing what's happening, then it would have rolled off the tongue easier. Okay. So if you use that monologue again, I don't know if there's maybe a place in the entire thing or maybe in the film where there's a mixture of the two. So then when you're saying your full sentences, they're rolling off the tongue. But then when you're doing the phrases, you can punch those. It's dark, it's this, boom, 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 boom. But then with the sentences, they can be a little more fluid and elongated. Got it. And that will help with building the emotion of how frantic the situation is. Okay. Because it started to sound like every line was being punched and you were trying to make it sound fluid. It's just not written that way. Okay. So there's just something to consider. I don't know if you ever rewrite them or just say this is inspired by a particular monologue, but maybe you can make some of those sentences. And then when you want to punch it, do those phrases because they were really hitting and landing the way that you want it to. And then when it's time, wherever that it needs to be longer sentences, I think it'll roll off your tongue better and you'll be able to say it faster. So like when they're kicking in the door and it's this and it's this and it's this, you can start pushing them. You can say them like bullets hitting the house. Okay. Because the phrases were just a little more difficult for you to be able to make it sound fluid. But otherwise, that was a really good emotional journey, and I could see what was happening, and so that was a good monologue for you as well.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Good stuff. Thank you. Awesome, Caroline. Awesome. Now, Caroline, you know what time it is. Yes. Miss Odessa says very strong, powerful, Caroline. So you're getting great feedback. Great feedback. Okay, so Caroline, tell the people what they need to do right after this live.
Please remember me and vote for me. I would really appreciate it, and would love to be working with you guys more often. Thank you.
Thank you so much. So you heard Miss Caroline Taylor. Vote for her if she is your favorite contestant at the end of this live. And you have till 11:59 tonight to vote for your favorite contestant at wowproduction.org. Okay. All right. So right now we're gonna pause a little bit for the cause. Okay. And we want to show you show you better than we can tell you about Miss Keema Mingo and what she has done. Okay. She has her own, TV show called Repercussions, the show. And we're going to show you a little piece of it. And I mean, this is a shameless plug. I am in the show, okay? It's an amazing show, amazing. And a little birdie told me that at the end of this year, we're going to go back into production. So all you actors out there that are interested in being in amazing projects that can take you on up to the next level, look out for Keema Mingo and her productions and her quality pieces. Okay, so here we are, Repercussions, the show. In just a second. Okay, y'all. So listen, I know that was like 16 seconds, right? And it was short. I know it was short, but it gave you just a little piece of what's going on. There's a lot of stuff going on that show. And I don't know if y'all saw me in that fight scene, but I'll be fighting on this show. I mean, like 1-2 punching people. Like, so just look out for it. Okay. At the end of the year, look out. You can also go to YouTube right now and search Repercussions, the show. This show has over I think 15,000 views organically, not purchased, or we said, hey, y'all go and tell your mama to watch, but organic views on this show. So go and watch Repercussions, the show, the first episode that I am in. Okay, so we're gonna keep this train moving, and we are going to go to our next contestant. I told y'all it gets better and better every single week. Now, remember, this coming Sunday is the finale at 6 o'clock. We have 3, not 1, not 2, again, but 3 amazing judges. We have Miss Dieta West, Mama D, from Up TV, Aspire, all them stations. We have Javon Johnson, that is a star on The Oval right now. And we also have Mr. Tony Grant. You have probably seen him in every stage play, Medea show, all this kind of stuff. He's on OWN. He's on all of these things. We got them judging on Sunday, okay? It's going to be good. So we're going to go to our next contestant right now, who is going to be Miss Deb Weingartz. Bring her on up, Miss Deb. Hi.
Hi.
How you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing great. Now, Deb, where are you from?
I am from Lillington, North Carolina.
Awesome. And now what brings you to this monologue slam today?
I saw an ad on Facebook and I thought, I kept going back and forth. Yes, no, yes, yeah. And I figured, I'll try. And I have to tell you, I thought it was just going to be a YouTube thing. I didn't think I was going to have to go live. So yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for being here. Now, Ms. Deb, tell me one interesting thing about yourself.
I'm a special ed teacher. I've been teaching special ed for over 20 years. And yeah, I work at a Christian school now. So
Awesome. Well, thank you so much. We appreciate you. Appreciate all your efforts. And we thank you. Teachers, listen, y'all have an amazing job, okay? And I know it's hard.
That's great. Yeah, that's great. It's great.
And I know these parents are like kissing y'all's feet right now because they've had to teach kids and they have to deal with them. And so we appreciate you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, so now, are you ready to go?
I'm ready. I think so.
Okay, all right. So, Ms. Deb, I'm going to let you go ahead and have the floor.
Thank you. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We are a great family, the John Does. We are everywhere. We dig the crops, we raise the crops, we dig the mines, we work the factories, we fly the planes, we drive the buses. And when the cop yells that, hey, you stop, he's talking to us, the John Does. We've existed since the beginning of time. We've been in there dodging left hooks since before history could walk. And in our fight for freedom, we've hit the canvas many a times, but we've always bounced back because we're the people and we are tough. There's been a lot of talk lately about the free people going soft, that we can't take it anymore. Well, that's a lot of hooey, because the free people can beat the world at anything from war to tiddlywinks if we all pull in the same direction. I know a lot of you are thinking, what can I do? I'm just a little punk. I don't count. Well, that's where you're wrong, because the little punks have always counted. The sum total character of the country is the total of the little punks. But you gotta get in there and pitch. You can't win the ball game without teamwork. And that's where every John Doe comes in. You're gonna need to get together with your teammate. And your teammate, my friend, is the guy next door. He's a real important guy, that guy next door. You're gonna need him, and he's gonna need you. So look him up. If he's hungry, feed him. If he's out of a job, find him one. If he needs help, give it to him. To most people, their neighbor is just a stranger with a barking dog and a high fence. Well, you can't be a stranger to someone who's on your own team. So tear down those fences that separate you. Tear down those fences and you're going to tear down a lot of hate and prejudice. Tear down all the fences in the country and you're going to have real teamwork. Scene.
Awesome. Good job. Look at you. Awesome. Little punks, okay? Go ahead, Ms. Keema.
Hi, Deb. How are you?
Hi. Good. How are you?
Good. Now, is this from a movie or a play?
Yeah, it's from a movie. It's from Meet the John Does. It's a 1941 movie.
Oh, okay. It seems very timely.
Yeah,
today. Yes, as I'm listening to what you're saying, I was like, oh, she's talking about us today. Get to know your neighbors and not judge people and connect. So that was a good monologue for you. You had a really good use of your voice. So there would be times where you would punch your words a little more. And then during the times of pleading, I could hear you elongate and raise your voice a little bit to make it sweeter. And so those are things that are good in your delivery. You want to not be here with your voice the whole time and you're doing everything in the same tone and volume, but use your tone and your volume. Go up and down when it warrants it. So I think that was really good, great use of your voice. I like the fact that you took a moment to get into your character as well, because yours is a period piece, you had to take a moment to actually go back there. It's not a contemporary piece. So I think that was very useful as well. When you are delivering something like that, because that message was so urgent, you need to be urgent in the beginning. I would say about a fourth of the way through, I could see where you were there then.
Yeah.
And part of it is because it's a period piece, but also part of it is you have to allow yourself to get lost in the words.
Mm-hmm.
So when you are resting yourself to get in, put yourself in that situation. So when you start talking, it's whatever the intensity is, or the pleading, or the whatever is from the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I could see where you started to slide into the emotion, which was great, because once you were there, you were there. But allow yourself to go there. And with the monologue like that, you have to believe what you're saying, and you have to be convicted in what you're saying. So I know you were filled with emotion by the end, but I want you to be there in the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
Now, it doesn't mean all crazy heightened in the beginning. It just means convicted in what you're saying in the beginning. So when you're pleading and your voice gets softer, that's when your body language and cadence will change. But when you are really making your point about, we don't have time to waste because this is urgent, that's when your body, your tone, your texture needs to be a lot more forthright. You seem like a really nice lady. You seem like a really nice lady. So allow yourself to not be so nice in those moments when you need to get people's attention. Because with a speech like that, being that you're a nice lady, people would overlook you and be like, look at Deb. She's a teacher. Yeah, whatever, Deb. But so because you can master the nice, your challenge is going to be mastering an emotion that doesn't match the way people think you are, and match an emotion that doesn't match the way that you look. Okay. So yes, get lost in what you're saying. Allow your eyebrows to go up and down. You wouldn't move them. So allow them to go up.
Yeah.
Yes. So because there were moments where you were really upset, but it didn't show. And then the last thing, if you got to take a moment to swallow, it's okay. It's okay to do that as well. Because if you're on camera, that's on film forever. Okay. But great job. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Keema. Awesome. Deb, didn't I tell you? Great feedback. Awesome. Yes. Lynn says, great job. Good job. Great. Thank God for teachers. Absolutely. Okay. Great job, Miss Deb. Now, Miss Deb, you know the deal. Tell everyone what they need to do at the end of this live.
Okay. You want to? You can vote for me. It's like...
Awesome. Yep. So listen, if Miss Deb Weingartz is your favorite, then go to wowproduction.org and vote for her at the end of this live. Again, you have to 11:59 tonight to vote for your favorite contestant. So watch closely. We have a few more contestants coming right up. Okay, so we're going to jump right into the next contestant. And the next contestant is Miss Valerie Peterson.
Hello.
Hi. How you doing, Valerie?
I'm doing good. Thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you for being here today.
Thank you for having me.
Sure. Now, what brings you to this monologue slam on tonight?
Oh my goodness. I also saw this on Facebook and I was immediately drawn to submit. But I think one of the biggest things that grabbed my attention was the feedback opportunity. I mean, I've been acting and directing for so many years, and you develop a following of people that love your work, but to actually have someone critique it and give you feedback on how to move forward and how to fix some things that may not be working for you was a big deal to me.
Absolutely. Well, perfect. Awesome. And where are you from?
Portland, Oregon. Born, raised, and still here.
All right. Awesome. Thank you. And then tell me one interesting thing about yourself.
Oh my goodness. I think what I would consider to be interesting was my motivation really came when I was 10 years old in 5th grade, when I was writing plays for some of my friends, but it was actually put on as a lunchtime production. So that was sort of where things started for me.
Wow. So you started early. That's 14 years old at lunchtime.
Yes.
Awesome. Okay, great. Awesome. All right. Well, listen, we're not going to hold you any longer. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, perfect. All right. So Miss Valerie Peterson, you have the floor.
Okay. And I never thought that this could happen. After 400 years of bloodied acts, the deliberate rapes, the murderous greed, the economic persecution, the tormented bodies, the disowned babies, the separated families, the brutal beatings, the horrendous lynchings, and the horrific slayings, the erased identities, the stolen names, and the name game, Negroid, colored, African American, Black. Has it ended? What will we be named next? Murdered husbands, murdered sons, raped mothers, raped daughters, raped wives, racial injustice, mistreated human life. And I never thought that this could happen. That after 400 years, we're still fighting.
Mute. Listen, I was on mute. Miss Valerie, you had me sucked in. Oh, good job. Okay.
Thank
good
you.
job. We're gonna bring up our judge. I was like,
Dana's so crazy. Hey, Valerie, how are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Good. Now, what was that from? I'm just curious with everybody. Where
It is a monologue that I've written out of my most recent book, and that's titled 400 Years Worth.
Wonderful. You might as well plug it. Good, because it's timely, just like
yes,
with Deb's. Yes, yours is timely as well. So I loved how you got into character. You allowed yourself to go there, again, because it's a period piece, and it was so important. Because what you're saying, wasn't comedic. It was speaking of the atrocities that have truly happened. So it's not even fictional. It's nonfiction. So I appreciate that. You have a really good use of your face.
Thank you.
And eyebrows. Very good use. Volume is another thing that you use as well. And that helps with the impact of the emotion and the delivery.
Okay.
Even when you were emotional at the end and it's like you were trying to gather yourself, you had to let me just bring it back because I need to wrap this up. Not wrap it up for the monologue, but wrap it up for the thought.
Yeah.
Yes. So I could see that as well. So great use of those things, because those things are thoughtful in your presentation and delivery, because that's going to help your audience connect.
Okay.
Don't look at the camera.
Okay.
So look off camera. Now, unless if you're doing film and you look at the camera, that means that you're breaking the fourth wall. And that means, of course, you're speaking directly to the audience, but you want to use that sparingly.
Okay.
Because it's so jarring. Remember, we're lost in what you're doing in your film. And when people look at the camera, it can be a moment of humor. It can be a moment to suck us in.
Okay.
But then go right back to your real world. Because remember, we don't exist on that side. Okay. Because you're listing so many things, you want to vary your cadence.
Okay. Because
it was the same cadence the whole time.
Okay.
You varied it for a couple, and then you went right back to the cadence. And what happens is it starts to dull the impact.
Okay.
So because you're speaking of such highly sensitive things, and you want it to have an impact on people, then you need to railroad us. And what I mean is you start us off chug-a-lugging just a little bit. And you list and you list. But at some point, through your frustration, you got to start listing these things. Okay. It's this. Because now you are punching me with what you're saying, and I'm impacted by those emotions. Okay. But if it's the same slow tick, not as impactful because now I'm getting used to the cadence and I can tune it out. I can disconnect.
Okay.
So just like a train, chug-a-lugs, and then all of a sudden it's going, that's what you want to do with it as well. Because then when you break, because you actually do a break in between and you say something else, then you go back to listing things. Once you punched me a couple times, that break lets me catch my breath. Now we're going back into it. Then you got to be even faster because then you take that breath at the end because now the journey's over and I'm catching my breath of what just happened.
Okay.
And then boom, you're just done. You walk off the stage or you go to another scene or whatever the case is. So in the event that you want to change this to something visual or to be for theater, think about those things because otherwise it becomes like this dull drip.
Okay.
And you lose the impact because now people are just like, woo, she done named like 30 things. Oh my goodness. And we're not going to feel what you want us to feel. And the last thing, watch your depth of field. So from you to the camera, what happens is the closer you get, you're going to be out of focus. You can do it on stage. You can walk all around you want on the stage, but in front of a camera, you can move left to right. But the depth of field between you and the camera, we've gotten our focus and we got to stay there.
Okay. Okay. Good. Thank you.
Great. Thank you.
Susan Willis said, I love this critique. My thoughts exactly. And of course, guys, she was the judge for last week. So she was, you know, so, and I tell you, it's going to be some great feedback. Awesome feedback. Awesome.
Thank you.
Yes. Ms. Gayla said intense, and it really was. Good job. Great job. Great job. Okay. So Miss Valerie.
Yes.
Let people know what they need to do.
Yes, please vote for me. My goal was, of course, to spark emotion, whatever that might be, to just feel it and own it, and vote for me.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much, Miss Valerie. My pleasure. My pleasure. Again, you can vote for Miss Valerie or any of your favorite contestants right at the end of this live at wowproduction.org. Okay. Or you can also donate to the Cash App at $WowX or donate on the website as well. Again, Wow Productions, we are opening up a training center, a performing arts center here in Columbia, South Carolina. We want to teach and reach from all over the country, and we can only do that with your support. So we appreciate you in advance. Now, again, guys, don't forget, this coming Sunday is the finale. The finale. The judge tonight is going to pick 2 of her favorites, and then you all were going to pick the 3rd contestant to roll on to the next round. So we are going to have 9 contestants on Sunday. Yes, you heard it. 9 amazing monologues. You may see the same ones they won with. You may see a different one. Who knows? It's their choice. But you're going to see all the fantastic talent. Fantastic. I like that. I'm going to say it. Fantastic. Y'all can keep that. Make sure you at me though and give me my credit for that. Fantastic. Okay. But you can see all the fantastic talent next week. Or no, Sunday. This coming Sunday at 6:00 right here. Okay. So we are going to keep this train, like Keema said, keep this train chugging along with our next contestant, Richard Snowden. Come on up, Richard. Come on up. Where's Richard? He's coming on up. Richard is coming on up, guys. I promise you, it's somebody there that's gonna come on up in here. Maybe not. Richard's a little dark. Okay. So maybe not. Hey, Joe, what we got going on? Because you're mute, so I don't know.
Hi there.
Hey, girl.
So Richard was frozen. There was an issue there. I think he's trying to get back in.
Okay.
So I think he's here. Hold on one second.
We're waiting on him. Listen, he might be late, but he worth waiting on, y'all. He worth waiting on. All these contestants are. Didn't I tell you this is going to be amazing? Listen, Tangi, Baby, Donna Johnson of Wow Productions, the owners, thank you all so much for this opportunity. For me, I appreciate you allowing me to be your host. And I thank you for all the contestants and the opportunity that you are giving them. Because opportunities do not come every day, especially on this type of platform. And you have given them this opportunity to be in front of all these people, these amazing judges. I don't know if it's too much. They might be mad at me for saying this, but somebody got an opportunity. Somebody that was on this live today got an opportunity to be in an actual production, a paid project from being in this monologue slam. They did. Y'all, so be looking out because These directors are on here, these casting directors, the producers, all of them, they are looking. They're looking and they're looking for talent because right now we are in the film realm of content. Because you know the big production studios, they can't do anything because they got too many people. They cannot work right now. So us independent producers, we're winning. We are winning right now. Yes, Miss Keema knows firsthand that we are winning right now. So y'all, independent filmmakers, they're looking on here. So this is a great opportunity. There's another fall monologue slam coming up. I want y'all to know on July 1st, it opens up. So anybody that wasn't able to get in for this round, there's another round coming in the fall, starting in August. So just get in, y'all. The opportunity is great. Just the feedback in general. Again, you don't get this kind of feedback. I'm telling y'all, I audition just about every day, and you don't get the feedback. You really don't. You don't. So it's amazing that you get this feedback. You get this feedback. Oh, let me see. Oh, okay. So we can't see it. I can't see it.
Can you see me now?
I'll tell you after Richard comes. Is Richard here?
I'm here.
Okay.
Can you see me?
Richard, we cannot see you, but I'm going to stay backstage. Stay backstage for me, Richard. I'm going to give you a phone number so that you can, so we can get your technical difficulties worked out. But we're going to go ahead and move on to Tristan while we get Richard worked out. Okay.
Thank you, Miss Joe. Y'all, that is Joe. Joe Baxter, Joe Baxter. She is amazing, amazing stage management and all that. So if y'all need, you better go get her quickly because she's going to be out of commission for a couple months. But anyway, get her now and go ahead and book her for the end of the year to produce your production or run it, manage it, or whatever you want to do. She's amazing at it, okay? But again, let's see. So Tangi, she's giving me the go ahead because she posted it. So y'all don't try to say I just did this with all my own. But for round one, not one, but two people were cast in paid commercial gigs. Two of them. And one of them was not part of the winning circle. He wasn't. Or they weren't. I want to say who it is, but they weren't. They were chosen because they still were great. Even though they weren't selected, they can't pick everybody, but they still were great and they got an opportunity, a paid commercial opportunity. So listen, I'm telling you, Wow Productions is giving opportunities, y'all. They are giving opportunities. But enough about that. I think Miss Tristan Cunningham is ready to go. So we're going to bring up Miss Tristan Cunningham. Hi, Miss Tristan.
Hey, how's it going?
Good, girl. Listen, we dressed alike. Look at that. Okay.
I know. I was like, okay. We didn't even call each other.
Girls popping, hoops. Girl, listen, did you look in my closet today and see what I was talking about?
I didn't. I swear. I opened my dresser and this shirt called to me.
Mine too. Okay, cool.
We just hit the wavelength thing, I think.
Right. Great minds think alike. Okay, cool. Now, Miss Tristan, what brings you here today?
It's actually a really cool story. So I had posted my monologue on YouTube, and one of the children actors who applied for this with WOW, she wrote me a message and she was like, I loved your monologue. It inspired me. And I think you should send it to them. And then I ended up getting in, which is such an honor. I'm really happy to be here. So if that person who messaged me is watching, thank you.
Awesome. Well, thank you. Yes, thank you, because Miss Tristan is here. Okay. Now tell me one interesting thing about yourself.
I was watching everybody else and I was like really thinking, but I think an interesting thing that you might not know just looking at me is that I started my performing days in circus. So I was doing aerial acts, acrobatics, juggling, and I still do acrobatics and juggling. I'm done with the aerial acts, but I still juggle all the time. I teach young kids clowning as well. So I get to have a lot of fun.
That is amazing. It's so funny because I had a friend in the 3rd grade that moved. Him and his family moved away to be in the circus. I thought it was just the most amazing thing. And he came back in the 5th grade and he showed us video of him being in the circus. And I was just like blown away. So that's so,
it's pretty magical. You know,
right.
Some of us get to run away and join the circus, literally. So it was a true blessing.
Literally. Great. Awesome. Okay, cool. Well, I'm not going to hold you any longer. So
okay, let's do it.
You ready?
Yep.
Okay. All right. You have the floor.
So I take out Mom's ashes. I recite a line of Shakespeare, Othello. She loved that play. And I toss Mom's ashes up and into the air. And by air, I mean wind. And by wind, I mean the wind coming in my direction. And I'm sorry, but I never paid much attention to those old sailor movies that say don't spit in the wind, because mom went up and right back at me. And by back at me, I mean my face. And by my face, I mean my mouth and my nose. And I inhaled in horror, and down she goes. Not all of her, or a lot or anything, but enough, enough to be completely horrified that I just inhaled some of my mother, which I'm sure could be some beautiful metaphor like mom living inside me. But all I can think of is mom tastes like charcoal. Not that I know what charcoal tastes like or anything, but So I was on the top of Castle Rock thinking I'm either going to hell for cannibalizing my own mother, or I'm going to fall off the side of this rock like that Indian girl who couldn't be with her lover. So yeah. I mean, it's okay. Go ahead. You can laugh. It's been a rough day.
Okay. Good job. Okay, not that you know what it's like. Take it away, Miss Keema.
All right, Tristan, how are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm good. Good. Where do you live?
I live in California.
Oh, you're in California. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh man. You got right to it. Boom, in it. And it's funny because I looked down just for a moment and like everyone else kind of got themselves together. You were just like crazy, like boom. Just like, I was like, okay, let me hurry up and write these notes because I'm about to miss something here.
I didn't give you a second. I'm sorry.
You did not give me a second. No, ma'am. You was just like, this is my 90 seconds and I'm about to rock this. So that monologue, now where did that come from?
It's from a 10 or a 1 minute 10 act play. Is that how you say that? Yeah. 1 minute 10 act play. And it's by Kelly Younger, and it's called I Think You Think I Love You. So it's a lot of like people being like, I do.
Right. Just the
10 minute one act. 10 minute one act. That's what I was trying to say.
Okay, that's fine. Oh, now I see it. Okay, so it's a 10-minute act, but it's only 10 minute a play, but one act. Okay, great.
It's one act.
Yes. So you got me all spastic now. You done sucked me out. You're crazy. Okay.
It's the monologue.
See, but great intensity with the eyes. I mean, you know how to play your face and your voice as well. You changed your cadence when you needed to. There was a quiver in your voice. Very, very descriptive. Like I could see it happening. And at first I wasn't sure like where you were going with it. I thought it was going to be, oh no, mommy, has passed.
Right.
And no. You threw them ashes up and you was like, you shouldn't spit in the wind, which I never thought of that about spitting in the wind. Cause now it makes sense because you swallowed your mom. And I was like, okay, she done sucked me in and it's funny. And should I be laughing? Because I feel a little guilty about laughing, but should I be laughing? But I'm telling you, you remind me of, and I think it's just because I'm watching a different world right now. You remind me of Freddie.
Okay, I have to watch that.
Yeah, so you've seen a different world. You've seen a different world. What, girl? Okay, girl. So it's on Amazon Prime.
Okay.
Remember, it used to. Now I don't even know how old you are, so I can't even say remember. It used to come on after the Cosby Show. It has Whitley and Dwayne.
I have I was hard on the Cosby Show.
Okay. So, so now she'll be like, let me write these notes. So one beautiful thing about Cree Summer is that she was like this flower child, and she had a way of like delivering her lines to where the raspiness in her voice played to her character, which you do is the same. So you have that raspiness and you're able to use that in the moments you need to.
Okay.
And then there's moments where your voice is clearer. There is no quiver. So your face, your body, your cadence, your volume, and your voice, you have obviously learned how to mix and match them when you need to deliver the lines the way that they need to be delivered. And so I love, love the fact that you took us on this emotional journey. And so the moments where I needed to feel for you and be spastic, you gave that to me. So I didn't have to wonder how I was supposed to feel because you led the way, which is what an actor is supposed to do anyway. The writer writes this thing so we can go on an emotional journey. And you're supposed to go in and now take me where I'm supposed to go and teach me how I'm supposed to feel. And so I had no question as to what I was supposed to do. And I laughed when I knew I needed to laugh. And I had already laughed before you said, go ahead and laugh. I had already done it because you took me there. So great cadence, great performance. Just be careful with hitting your legs because that'll pick up as you're talking. I could hear it. And I was like, I understand it was a part of your explanation. And we naturally just do that, but it's going to interrupt your words, with the audio if you're on video. And then also, you're a little theatrical. It worked for this performance. It may not work for another with all of the arms and the da-da-da. You know, that may not work in something else, but it did work in this one because it was funny and emotional, and your body language showed me what was going on. And in film, it's all about showing and not telling. So it worked here, but it may not work somewhere else. So if that's your thing, just know when to insert body language and hand gestures and when not to, because that will mess up your focus too.
Yep.
And you don't want to have a soft shot and you gave this dynamic performance and now you're out of focus because you put your hands where they shouldn't be. But otherwise, that was great.
Okay, thank you so much. That feedback is amazing. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Awesome. Awesome. Tristan, didn't I tell you? Awesome.
Yeah, that's a blessing.
Right. Oh my, so funny. She loved the body language. So yeah, so this is another casting director. This is another director giving you feedback also. So wonderful one that came straight from an actual director. So awesome. Great job.
Thank you.
Sure. Okay. So Tristan, you know the deal. Let the people know what they need to do at the end of this live.
Okay. This is what I'm going to say. If you were feeling my performance, please give me a vote. If you're feeling somebody else's, give them a vote. Not a vote. Well, you could give me a vote, but a vote. And just thank you for watching and supporting us. It means a lot.
Absolutely. Great job. Thank you. Guys, didn't I tell you? It's amazing. These actors are amazing. They've taken their time out to learn. They're studying their craft. They are honing in on it. Guys, actors out there, get in the next one. Because listen, outside opening, it's opening back up. So when outside opens back up fully, there's going to be opportunity waiting for you, but you got to be ready for the opportunity when it comes. Okay? All right. So now let's try Richard Snowden again. Let's see if we can get Richard. Oh,
maybe this time.
Richard, what's going on? We got your back. Okay.
Sorry about that.
No problem. How you doing?
I'm doing good, thank you.
Great. Well, you look good. You light it good. Great. You sound great. Now tell me, what brings you to this monologue challenge today?
Well, I was very fortunate. A year or so ago, I was able to work as a stand-in for Tom Atkins in a film that was made locally, and it kind of gave me the bug. So, that's what brought me here. Awesome.
Yeah, and it's in training and practice is always a great thing. Keep on doing it. I applaud you. Okay, so now tell me one interesting thing about yourself. That was very interesting. But tell me another interesting thing about yourself.
Well, I work at a nuclear plant. I fix printers at a local nuclear plant. So that's kind of unusual, out of the ordinary.
Right. Okay, so you're smarty arty too. So that's awesome. That's awesome. Okay, so are you ready, Richard, to get started?
I think I am.
Okay, all right. So Mr. Richard Snowden, you have the floor.
You want the truth? You can't handle the truth. Son, we live in a world where there are walls, and those walls have to be guarded by men with guns. Who's going to do it? You, Lieutenant Weinberg? I have a greater responsibility than you could possibly fathom. You weep for Santiago and you curse the Marines. You have that luxury. You have the luxury of not knowing what I know. And that is that while Santiago's death was tragic, it probably saved lives. And my existence, while grotesque and sorry, how to put it. my existence while grotesque and I forgot the word. Sorry. I blew it, guys. Sorry about that.
It's okay. It's okay. Did it come to you? You got it? You want to see?
I think I've blown it.
You can't get back in
I
it?
practiced, but I didn't get it down well enough. I should have practiced harder. I'm sorry.
Oh, no. It's good. It's good. Listen.
But I appreciate the opportunity of coming out and trying.
Absolutely. The fact that you're up here is a big feat, Richard. And you just started a year ago. Listen, let's bring up the judge, because I'm sure I see her shaking her head. She's got something for you.
Yeah. Sorry.
No. It is perfectly fine. It happens all the time. So don't even sweat it. Don't even beat yourself up about it at all. You chose a monster to memorize, and I applaud your bravery. And I guess you're a fearless kind of guy. You jump off of cliffs and skydive and stuff, because this is something, from A Few Good Men that Nicholson did, and everybody knows that scene. So something as iconic as that, anyone can tackle it. If you want, just be sure to make it your own. Okay. Now, I don't know all the words, so if you would have skipped something, I wouldn't have known, but some diehard fan might have known. So, but it's okay. I know that you lost your train of thought. It's fine. You have a really good use of your face, though. Good use of your voice and your face. And I would recommend choosing something that works with your voice, works with the cadence that you have. You remind me of like a Southern gentleman, not like deep South, because you don't have much of a twang in that aspect, but you've got this like raspy, boy next door, gentlemanly type of thing. And I think that will be great when you choose monologues that can represent that. And so you can deliver that, with that type of voice, with the intensity in your face as well. I think drama is going to be something great for you, because just looking at how you allowed yourself to go in it and you were in that moment. Those are things that some actors struggle with. So for you, you just struggle with memorizing your lines, which, somebody can feed you your lines. It's no big deal. Some actors struggle with being present, and you were present. And so take that as something to build upon, because I could feel that you were there. Push yourself a little harder, meaning surrender to the moment and make it your own. So if you choose something that is iconic and known for another actor doing, then I would deliver it completely different. And it may not be the way it was written in the film. Make it your own. So in the film, it was very intense. He was in court. He was arrogant. I would do the complete opposite, because nobody would expect that. Then do it maybe as something where you're begging and pleading. So it's not that you are trying to put people in their place, but you now want to be believed. You want people to have empathy for you. When you're telling them that they don't understand and you say you want the truth, you cannot handle the truth because you understand the weight of it. So instead of you, like with the other ladies, because you're our sole gentleman tonight, so I'm glad you're here. Right. With the other ladies, I was telling them to punch the words where they need to be punched. I would challenge you, if you want to do something that is well known with other people. So this one was intense. I would flip it on its head completely, and I would soften it up. I would show a different side of the character. So instead of you being arrogant, you're actually being pathetic and wimpy. You're scared, because then you're going to add a whole new flavor to the words. And people are just like, wait a minute, was that A Few Good Men? It sure was. But you made it your own. And that's one of the keys of great acting, is that you can take something, especially if you take something people know, and you completely make it your own and you turn it on its head. That's what people are going to remember. Even if you don't get booked for the role, I'm telling you, people will look at you and be like, you know what, that Richard dude was awesome. And he's not right for this, but I want him for something else, because what he does is bring something else to the table. And that's what we directors and casting directors want. When we're looking at you at from the table, I want to know that you're going to bring something completely unexpected. And then I know if I have you on set, all I got to do is say, hey, Rich, okay, so I want you to think about it this way, and so and so and so, and you can take it and process it and give me something fresh and new. So bravo to tackling something like this. Do not be upset with yourself. It's cool. because you have a great foundation with your voice, your look, your face, and even your life experience. I mean, my goodness, you have this, like she said, you're artsy, smartsy, and you've got experiences that other people may not have. Use those things to your benefit as you deliver your lines.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Awesome. Thank you. Great feedback. Again, yes, it happens all the time. Richard, I forget my stuff all the time. And the beauty about film is you can just cut and do it again. So listen, don't beat yourself up. You did great. I mean, you were already at a minute anyway, so you did great. But tell the people what they need to do for you.
I'm sorry, I couldn't quite hear that one.
Oh yeah, tell the people what they need to do for you.
Well, they need to just forgive me for screwing up, but there were quite a few good talents, not only in this episode, but in the other two as well. And I would encourage people to go back and look at those and vote accordingly, because there's a lot of people that need that encouragement and that help, to help them focus and go the direction they need to go. And I'll be back. I'll practice a little bit harder next time. Absolutely.
Well, thank you so much, Richard. Again, great job. Great job, everyone. Again, vote for your favorite contestant at the end of this live. We're actually coming up to the end of the live, actually, guys. And so in about 5 to 10 minutes, you will be able to vote for your favorite contestant. Now, we're going to bring everybody up individually to let them know, or let you all know who they are and what you need to do for them. So let's bring up our first contestants. Who we got? Miss Valerie Peterson. Oh, we got you on mute. Wait a minute. Okay, there we go.
I'm here.
Okay, so Miss Valerie, tell them what they need to do for you. Let them know your name and what you need to do.
I'm Valerie Peterson, and as I said earlier, I'm hoping and I'm asking for your vote to vote for me. The emotions, all of that is real. Stay true to what you feel, and don't be afraid to hone that, and vote for me, please.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. Thank you. Next contestant on up to let you know what you need to do for them. Oh, okay. We got Miss Deb Weingartz.
Deb Weingartz, feel free to vote for me. You like me.
Awesome. Short and sweet. I love it. Guys, these contestants are amazing. Their hearts of gold and talented too. Talented. Let's bring the next one on up.
Hey, it's Melody Williams. You know what to do. Vote for me. Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you. Again, you can vote right after this live till 11:59. Let's bring up the next contestants.
Hi. Go vote for me, Kimberly Avery. Thank you in advance.
Thank you. All right, let's bring up the next contestants.
Hey everybody, it's Caroline from Carolina. Thank you for watching and listening and for the critique. And I would be honored if you would vote for me as well. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Miss Caroline. Yes. Next contestant. Hey, Richard.
Just vote for the best one.
I like that. Thank you so much. Thank you. I think we have one more contestant to bring on up.
Hey.
Hi.
What's up, everybody? I want to give a shout out to all the other artists who jumped on here today. Way to go. If you're feeling me, give me that vote. If you're feeling somebody else, give them that vote. We're happy to be here.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Tristan. So you heard from everyone, guys. Amazing talent tonight. Miss Keema has a hard job. We're going to bring Miss Keema up real quick. We're going to bring her up because she has a hard job on tonight.
Women. Gotta unmute myself, girl.
There you go.
No, they were really good. I got my notes over here. Oh my goodness. And I'm glad we popped them up at the end because I was like, oh yeah. Yeah, they did that one. Okay, yeah, they did that one. It's gonna be hard.
Yeah. Well, good luck on that.
Whatever.
Right. So you're gonna pick two of your own, and then two of your own, and then of course we have the People's Choice. Everyone, you can go now to wowproduction.org to vote for your favorite contestant right now to 11:59. Thank you so much, Miss Keema, for being a part of this Keema Mingo. Guys, if you don't know her, look her up. Friend her on Facebook. I don't know if she's a friend or not, but try it out.
You know what?
Follow her on Instagram. Again, she has Repercussions, the show.
And I'm doing a film now. You know that, right?
Yes. The film now first. She has first.
Yes.
And she's taking submissions, guys.
I'm
taking
submissions.
First.
Yes.
Okay.
It's called First. Yes. So First is about those awkward moments a couple endures right before they have their first sexual encounter with each other. It's just a cute romantic comedy. Yes, people, I need some submissions. I need some more because we got some. I haven't done callbacks yet. I just started yesterday, so we're early on.
Okay. Guys, listen. Again, Miss Keema does quality productions. She is going places. She's already been a bunch of places, but she is going more and more places. I don't know if y'all saw the beginning of the live, but you might want to look and see who she is actually in the room with, because she has had a seat at the table. She created her own seat at the table, okay? And that's what it's about, creating your own seat in WOW Productions, as well as Friends of WOW, Keema Mingo, all these other production companies in the area. They're trying to create seats for you to come sit at. Okay, they are creating the table for you to have the seat at, and we appreciate you.
And can I please just say, you guys are amazing. This is so helpful. It helps me build my chops as a casting director and a director to be able to just see people and give them feedback immediately. I just appreciate every person who were on the other two lives and this, the actors who are brave enough to come out. You guys are just phenomenal. Tangi is the bomb. Joe, you're amazing. Dana, you my girl. Thank you all for just allowing me to be a part of this, to give feedback. I mean, people who have come from across the country, which is just, it's so impactful. And I mean, this, the COVID thing sucks. It really does. But it has pulled such amazing creativity out of all of us. Right. And so Tangi, I love you, girl. Thank you so much for just allowing me to be a part of this. Yes, she is thebomb.com. Yes, she is.
Absolutely. Well, thank you. We appreciate you. I'm going to thank you for her. I know she's going to jump on in a little bit and talk to you. But thank you so much, Miss Keema, for being here. And we were going to converse in just a minute, okay? We're going to talk about this. We're going to talk about these people. Listen, guys, Keema has a hard job, but so do you. Again, go vote for your favorite contestant at wowproduction.org until 11:59. And while you're there, go ahead and hit that donation tab. And just send a little donation. Send a little donation. Again, we are opening up Performing Arts Center here in Columbia, South Carolina, where we will be bringing casting directors, teachers from all over the country, ones that are casting productions right now that you see on TV. All types of folks are going to be coming through to the WOW Performing Arts Center to teach and reach you all. Okay, so thank you all for watching. Again, please join us on Sunday for the finale. The finale is on this coming Sunday at 6 o'clock right here. Okay, again, we have three amazing judges that are going to come, and they're going to judge these 9 candidates that have moved forward. It's going to be a hard decision. I am so proud of everyone that has come about, and I'm just excited to see what Sunday is going to bring. So guys, again, tune in on Sunday. Okay, tune in. Trying to see if I had any notes. No notes. I think we're good on tonight, right? I think we're good. So guys, again, thank you so much for joining us. Again, go to wowproduction.org right now to vote for your favorite contestant up until 11:59. And don't try 12:01 to try to vote, because it's going to be gone. Okay, 11:59. Thank y'all so much. We will see you on Sunday.